we're going to have the most effective safety system we possibly can when it comes to handling coal. And I'm proud of the fact that we've done that. Communities that these coal mines are in really rely on the work and the jobs that are derived from coal mines.
Members of the Steelworkers Union protested over their lunch hour today in front of the Prince George office of Pat Bell, the Minister of Jobs and Skills Training. The protest was regarding the Temporary Foreign Workers Program.
Members of the United Steelworkers Union used Environment Minister Terry Lake's office as a backdrop for a protest where they voiced their opposition to using temporary foreign workers from China in a BC mine.
Recent criticism aimed at McDonald's over its use of the Temporary Foreign Worker Program has some calling for the program to be scrapped.
The real question is, are they using the program for what it was intended? And I think the answer is clearly no. I mean, what we're seeing, and the Tim Hortons and McDonald's examples are, I think, just emblematic of a broader problem.
United Steelworkers have filed a complaint against HG Mining, citing numerous violations of the BC Mines Act.
The union is protesting the decision to allow a mining company in Tumbler Ridge to hire Chinese miners as opposed to Canadian workers. Members say this will set a dangerous precedent that could allow other mining companies to hire foreign workers.
Absolutely. Yeah, and advertise less and say we can't get anybody because, we don't pay market value. Absolutely, yeah. And so the workers here will be under attack and will undermine the whole industry.
And we got a BC job creation plan, but it seems really funny that BC workers are ignored, including many in the north, including First Nations, in favor of people that are coming from another country without really the skill sets or the ability to do this work.
The United Steelworkers Union has reinvigorated an old law with municipal help. After showing Mayor and Council a 2-minute video, the Steelworkers Union asked Council to support a resolution pushing for enforcement of the Westray Act. The union claims that in more than 2 decades, no corporation has been found criminally responsible.
We've already had it referred to the UBCM, and that's meeting this month as well in Whistler, so the Attorney General will be there. We've met with Peter MacKay in Ottawa. He's agreed that he'll put us in front of all the Attorneys General across the country, and we're just going to continue to move this. And we think any politician, when you ask them to stop the killing by enforcing the law, it's not a hard answer.
There won't be any criminal charges for Babine Forest Products, but the company has now been hit with an administrative penalty and a claims cost levy that together total just over $1 million. Many of the families involved still calling for a public inquiry into the explosion and fire.
The Crown could have laid charges. They chose not to, so that's the first thing. So the Crown bailed on this as well, and they've been pretty consistent on their ability to bail on all cases that involve workplace deaths and serious injuries. So the victims are still victims. All of this money, this $1 million, none of it goes to the victims.
So really all WorkSafe BC is asking Babine to pay us $97,000 for the death of my husband and for the death of my cousin for multiple serious injuries, and absolutely unacceptable.
The lawyer representing the Steelworkers Union, that is the union that represents the men who were killed and injured in the blast at Lakeland Mill, has pulled out of the inquest, and that is a big deal.
It's an agency of the government that failed in their investigations. They failed to be able to prosecute under their own regulations. There's something seriously wrong when an agency like that fails. Not once, but twice. People are suffering. This is a terrible process that's supposed to, some people say, bring closure. It doesn't. It just, to a lot of people, brings back horrific memories and puts them in bad places.
What a shame.